So let me start with you saying something that I believe a lot in business somehow, and it's the way of even the way I work and I think. We met this morning at the gym, right?
We did.
Right. So
And then in the locker, and then yes.
yeah, and then on the street. So the interesting fact of building your muscle. Okay, so basically the theory is like you are breaking your muscle to build a bigger one.
Mhm.
Okay, so basically you heavy lift, you break, you got pain, you
Yes.
suffer, you get the pain of it, and then after that you are growing your muscle. So if you do that constantly, basically you put yourself, you stress your body to get to achieve something more. And this has been always my way of doing it. So in business, but also in life. So in the last 3 years, basically I went to gym a lot, and not physically at the gym, but I went to gym in business
Mhm.
very much. So before I was more like let's say cardio one.
Yes.
In the last 3 years, I did heavy lifting.
Personal best every day.
Yeah. So somehow, let's say, if you count the last 10 years of the company that I built up, we built up actually, my partner Gabriele, you know as well. So together we did. We had an exponential growth every year until a point of course, COVID. So COVID has been affecting most of the industry. Especially in my industry, in marketing, I've seen a lot of company closing down during COVID. Main reasons: low cash flow,
Mhm.
high cost, rent, low projects, market is low. So the company in general around the world during COVID, the first thing they did to survive and also to strive at that time, it was to cut budgets on marketing. The first things you do when you're actually on crisis, what you do, you cut investment. That is actually exactly the opposite that you should do, right? So within that span of time of 3 years, it happened that we went to the highest peak, the lowest one, and back to the highest. And within that time, we managed to give ourselves something strong, some extra goal to reach, to put ourselves in this kind of stressful condition. So you remember the story of building muscle?
Yes.
Right? So COVID hits. We did one thing extremely interesting. After 3 months, still remember in 2020, after 3 months of COVID, we basically have zero cash, a lot of people, zero clients, and zero willing from the client side to give you money. So basically we had a range of 2 to 3 months of survival mode. So at that time, we knew that thing couldn't last, the company couldn't last more than 3 months. At the same time, COVID, it was just started. So it was increasing and increasing and increasing. And I still remember in around April 2020, it was reaching a level of chaos.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, April 2020 is when people realized it was going to be longer than 3 weeks.
It was chaos. It was like a fuck. Sorry, I cannot say that.
Yeah,
It
you
was
can.
like-
Yeah, you can. I already
It was
said
like,
it. Yeah.
fuck. I was like, when is gonna end? And then at the same time, I said, if I can't reach the clients because the client has no money, so basically I'm surrounded by silence. So everything that I was touching, there was no door to open. And since I run most of the sales of the company, so I completely exhaust all the resources on selling. And then I said, okay, so this is what we have. So what we're gonna do? And then one day I sit down with Gabriele, and I told him, I have an idea. And he said, what do you got? I said, something you will tell me immediately, don't do it. And like I always do. So like I always talk with Gabriele. And he said to me, what is that? And I said, for the next 30 days, we are going to give everything, and we're going to spend money, the last money that we have, on advertise this idea. We're going to give for free every services to anyone that contact us in the next 30 days. So I spent money to advertise this concept of, call it 30 days ahead, helping helping companies going through COVID. So within a week of advertise, the Hong Kong government messaged us. The council of Hong Kong TDC And he said, we like your idea. It's a good idea. Helping companies for free, it's something at this stage, it's a great thing. So within 2 weeks, we discussed with the government associations, and we discussed with chambers, we discussed with many entities, and they start to promote us. So basically in 30 days, we got around 15 clients for free. So now imagine you have a company that runs with no money, spend all the leftover, have to pay salaries at the end of the month. You have 30 days time where you have to serve these people for free and make sure that these 15 people, the month after, manage to give you money somehow. Manage to get attracted by you, manage to get results that can justify the fact that the month after, even though there are not much money around, so you have to be very convincing in these 30 days that you are the best and you are the only solution, building strategies to go through COVID. So within that 15 clients, we got 5 or 6, I remember, that continues the journey with us, still now.
Still now.
Yeah. So with us, continue the journey means they gave us fluid. So they gave us money, okay? So within that money, we start to build up confidence. We said, okay, now it's time to really work our ass out to get this, momentum and to continue this momentum. So luckily, at that time, digital started to pick up. So basically, the only services that we were selling were digital marketing. We are a branding agency with digital marketing services as well. So we start to switch the heavy lifting into digital marketing because we saw that there was a need of company to sell and not any company to build awareness. So we're switching that months and we start to acquire more and more traction, more and more market.
Yep.
So within the idea, within the government, within the things, within also the subsidy that the government gave it to us, because of course we also asked the government, said, okay, look, we are in a situation we have to pay MPF, salaries and so on. And then the line of desperation started to change. So within the 3-4 months, we started to really rebuild confidence on the team. The company started to really build up momentum. And that's when we saw, okay, now it's going to end. But in reality, it did not end. So COVID kept on going, and the market went even down and down.
Yeah.
So we managed to stay really ahead. So we managed to survive, but also to kind of build up ideas more and more. At the same time,